very excited to have Linda McCluskey here with us today for this launch. I met Linda in Paris many years ago. She was one of the artists at 59 Rivoli. Linda is in my book in the chapter Art, Close and Personal, which is the chapter about how to get amongst it, how to meet the artists. So, hi.
Yeah.
What time is it?
What day is it?
It's morning in Paris, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've been enjoying your little Facebook posts, and apparently where it's all happening in Paris right now is at the pajama area at the supermarket, right?
Yeah. I came to Paris in this black clothes.
Thinking you're going to be there for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I was going to not be here for very long. I'm just sick of them. So I went to the pajama section of Monoprix, and everybody, all these people are in there, and we're all picking up things that look like they could be sundresses.
Lots of good use. But how is Paris otherwise?
So I look out, and there's still people walking around in cars, and a few less, and they're wearing masks. But to be painting, I have to be left alone. So I'm used to hanging around the house and keeping myself busy.
This one that you're working on, what is it?
Oh, it's the street that goes to the gallery. The gallery's there.
First time I met you, I think, was probably at your gallery at 59 Rivoli.
With Stephen Colbert.
Oh.
Because he was coming to visit the studio. I didn't know who he was except for YouTube. And we didn't really know because it's in the US. He wasn't that big at the time.
Right.
Then he came with his whole family, and you guys were out playing in the stairwell.
Yeah, right. With John Matthews and Michael O'Doherty.
Yeah. And you were tapping away and everything. The whole family came up. And then they left, and they only left €5, but that was okay.
Well, I mean, I just remember that kind of, it was like a whole epoch. We were there all the time, and there were musicians and there were artists, and you'd be painting or just finishing something, and it was just it was like a really nice period. When you came to Paris, you weren't working as an artist, were you?
No.
That's where you became an artist.
That's where I became an artist, yes. Had done about not even 20 paintings in my whole entire life. I had gone back to university and was taking painting classes, well, some art classes. It was mostly photography. Mm-hmm. And then when I got to Paris, because in the US, you do it as a hobby.
When did you first come to Rivoli? Tell me the story about the meetup, which I really like the story.
I went by 59, and I'd seen that it had reopened, and I wanted to go in. Even before, when it was a real squat, I can't even go in there. And then I saw that Meetup was doing a meetup there. And I said, okay, I'll go for that. Ended up an hour early. So I had the courage to go in and wander through the gallery and wandered up and got up to the 4th floor. They said, come and have wine. So I ended up having a party with all the artists. One of the artists said to me, why haven't you put in your dossier to come in? And I said, you mean I could come in? First thing I do is call the musicians, and because we had the balcony, remember the balcony on the 5th floor. One thing I did want to show you, Patty Sherlock.
Tell me about how you met Patty and how that helped you transform to be an artist in Paris.
My friend, who I'd met on holiday, had moved to Paris. So I came for a visit, and she brought me to this place called the Coulin. And then about 6 months later, I moved to Paris. Martin Mulhare was playing, and then on Sunday night was Patty Sherlock Band. And they were all up there on the stage and playing, and I had never seen anything like that.
What city are you from originally?
A little town outside of Boston, where I went to work, and I came home. And the only time we could dance were at weddings or something. And suddenly I find this place with Patty and all those people, and I could dance all the time.
You didn't know anyone in Paris, but you could go and you could be doing your little sketch, and then you suddenly kind of became part of the band.
Yeah,
Goes to show how the art and music go hand in hand. You can't separate them.
yeah, it's a positivity and a flow. I always say that that was my garden, because from Coolin, not only meeting Patty, in the long run, you, because Mike O'Doherty brought you to my place. Everybody I can find the root, even being in Saborga, Italy.
You've moved to Italy since I saw you.
Yeah.
You came back to Paris to do an exhibition and you got stuck there. Is that the story?
Yeah, that's the story.
Well, did you have your paints with you, luckily?
I brought some paints. I don't have that many canvases, so I had bought this because it's a commission, or somebody wanted the commission of the street leading to the gallery, which is right there. This is only the underpainting. I just do it with like black and white, and then, where's my crayon?
This is going to be the same style as your Paris Distortions series, and this is how it
Yeah.
starts.
This is how I started, and just so that I can figure out where I want everything to be. And then I'm just using, it's like a little crayon, but it's watercolor, and you just put that on like that. And that's where the red comes from. And then with a little bit of water.
Wow.
And it just gives the shading like that. So I can work everything out how I want it to look.
So the next step is you put the oil on it.
So the next step, which will be this afternoon, is to put the oil on. Oh, I can't wait to get painting.
Smell of oil. But this series, I really love it. And I really love it because I find it really engulfing and really magical and really poetic. How did you find this series? Where did it come from?
I was on holiday in Catechess, which is the village of Dali. And I had been doing, counting windows and getting the perspective. And I know too much about perspective. So what I did, just for fun, in Dali's village, I melted the church and I melted everything over the mountains just for fun. And I was freed. It just freed me. And I came back to Paris and just started making it feel more like a memory or a dream than a photograph. I broke out of the make it look photo-ish. And I just happened to have that painting here.
I think everyone should have one of these paintings, or at least prints in their kitchen, because they're just, oh, wow, this is the original.
This was the original that I did on the seaside in Catechess, with the church kind of melting like that, like Dali-esque. But I never finished all the details like I want to finish it. So I will get lots of photographs of that, of course, but then I really want to start working on it again. Mm-hmm. And I figure this must be the moment for me to do it. Maybe that's why I don't have any canvas here.
Yes. And I wanted to ask also, if people at home, and I just went through my old drawers and I found watercolors.
Yay!
If they just wanted to get started on some stuff, how would you recommend to get going? Any tips?
What I like to do is just test them. So what you would do is just put the color down and put it, like make a color chart. And then you get to play with them. So, I don't have my color chart here. So that, like color in the yellow, get it wet, see what it looks like. And then take it with an orange, put that, see what that looks like. So you have a whole chart of all the colors you can make from it. And that gets you playing with it in the first place.
Gets you just...
And then, yeah, and you don't have to have a finished drawing. All you'll have is a really nice color swatches of what colors you can make from it. And then just either go abstract and see what you can do, or take an apple. Just take an apple or a lemon and put it down and look at it where the shadows are, and just try doing something simple like that. Something completely abstract, or find a Picasso painting or some painting that you really like and do your own style of it with the watercolors, just to get yourself going.
Mm. Yeah, well, I might come back and we might do an art class down the track.
Yeah.
Why do you think art is so important for nourishing your soul, especially now?
Okay, so for me, when I'm painting, I feel like there's a little room here in the back, on the right side of my brain, which is the creative side of the brain. And there's a little room when you get into the zone, when you're really into what you're doing and creating, nothing else matters at all. You're completely in this happy place, just painting, and time, distance, nothing matters. Nothing can get in. And I think that's what is so important right now, that we're so used to being left-brained. Okay, we have to go here, we have to do that, we have to do this, have to do that, go to work, make dinner, blah, 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 blah. And right now we're all free to do it. If we stay on that left side all the time, it'll make us crazy, because then we're like machines. So everybody, I think, is trying to get a good balance of going on that side, that creative, wonderful side. And I think that's what people are getting into art again, because once you're in there, like I said, there's no time, it doesn't matter, and it's just a place to be.